What's up, Starcraft fans? You are watching a co-op mutation. I am CTG and we're doing the price of progress on Metal Warfare. I played as Nova. My masteries were nuke and holo decoy cooldown, primary or no, combat unit attack speed, and unit life regeneration. So we're going to replay. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. While we wait for the loading screen, a huge thank you to Zachary, who is supporting me in the immobilization wave tier. Huge thank you to Neo Metal, who is supporting me on the pulse cannon tier. And thank you to all my supporters on Patreon. You are literal gods tasteless. So as you can see, I'm playing once again with Stukov, but I already did Stukov, so my ally Yuri Prime is the one playing as Stukov this game. So we have kill bots and microtransactions. It seems that Stukov will be a required commander or a required ally for a lot of these other commanders. Nova is one of them. Nova is one of those commanders who will have a particularly tough time with dealing with the mutation because her units do require micro and she doesn't have a lot of stuff to feed the bots. So my ally and I, well, we went in an unwritten agreement that he should be the one feeding the bots and I should be the one clearing the map. At least I think we do. In the production tab you can see that I have 2 refineries started and I stop producing SCVs at the 16th supply. So that I could gather up to go command center first. My ally, this guy who apparently doesn't realize that you can go command center first on this map. He even asks when the first bot doesn't spawn. He doesn't have every single enemy memorized on this map. Such speedrunner, guys. Just kidding. Your Prime's really good. He's a really good player. And he also needs a video for his mutation, which is why I asked him to pair up with me. I've been trying to get Nova done. You can't imagine how many times, how many different pairs of commanders I've tried that doesn't feature Stukov or Rainer or Zagara. I mean, for Nova in particular, I tried so many other variations. I tried Abathur with Nova, I tried Phoenix with Nova, I tried Rainer with Nova. It seems that only Stukov works. Having a little banter. Doesn't even memorize that. Nah, I can totally. Never mind. Never mind. He's making a bunker already. So I start some Marines. Rip. Ip. Not Ip. Rip. So yes, I use a defensive drone so I can clear out this part. Here comes my ally's bunker. And the murder bot, you can see it spawned at the back around 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Enemy combatants in motion. They're headed our
So
way.
yes, we do have a lot of time before the bots arrive.
Ready for combat.
Nova has arrived. She's now on her way to the front. Here she comes. I had my Marines follow Nova for a while. Okay, there's my ally's Apocalypse. Take care of that. Try to help out my ally because he'll be focusing on feeding the bots. So I should be the one destroying everything else. Here comes the kill bot, the murder bot rather. It's yeah. As you can see, my allies feeding the free infested. And that's gonna be the theme for the whole game. He's gonna be feeding the bots and gonna be doing this, clearing the map. Destroy that. Imagine if I didn't have Stukov as an ally. Well, I don't have to imagine since I've been trying that for a while. for literally hours.
Activating defensive drone.
And it seems it's nightmarishly difficult if you try this mutation without either one of Stukov, Raynor, or Zagara. These are the commanders that are almost required for this mutation.
Acknowledged.
But my ally in dealing with that. I'm trying to save as infested, since these will be used. These should be used for feeding the bots rather than trying to sacrifice to the enemy as a meat shield or something. Start clearing out this map or this side of the map.
Defensive drone initiated.
Use a defensive drone so I can start clearing out this part. Ally uses his bruising thingy. Destroy the attack wave. Meanwhile, I'm trying to clean up this part. Ally is using the Alexander to clean up this part. So you want to clear up as much of the map as possible.
Now it is in the way of my work. Kindly dispose of
I use Nova to clean up this wave. Meanwhile, my ally is he's saturating his base. Ooh, he took 2 gases.
all facts.
I was trying to take his other gas, but apparently he took it already, so it's unfortunate. For me it is. For me that is. Meanwhile, I'm also trying to still saturate my expansion. Spending money just to dodge that circle thing. Just kind of a waste. Start a star report. And Spider-Man research. I will need to research Spider-Mines for this game. Because the enemy is ground-based Zerg. The kill bot is drawn to Nova. Shooting at Nova.
Nuclear warhead armed and ready.
This is quite unfortunate timing because I didn't have the nuke ready and I had the nuke mastery and I wanted to use it as fast as possible. And I do know where I want to use it. It's just that these kill bots are in the way. There we go. Now I'm gonna use it. Dropped the nuke here and the sabotage drone. That'll destroy everything. And this Osso's cavern will get finished off by that sabotage drone. Attack wave. Ally saves my butt. Getting these upgrades. Ally is also getting
The
upgrades.
transport is nearly ready. Relocating to the 3rd terminal soon.
Ally sends more banelings. Well, infested and the bailing infested in particular.
Moving forward.
Send Nova back because my ally couldn't finish the job.
We're about to have company.
Can't even finish that
Enemy
for me.
forces are gunning for
It's
us.
just a bunch of roaches. Send Nova here. I mean, my ally did clear out a bunch of this part.
Interesting. One of the data cores has not yet been breached by the rogue Tal'Darim.
Use Nova and just blink. Do that blink action.
The purifiers would
Finish
be
that off.
grateful.
Now that Spinecrawler is poking away at Arana's transport. So I need to get over there and save Arana.
Bringing a defensive drone online.
Drop Marines and use defensive drone. Get a Raven for healing. Megalith Dock with Cybros Lock. Cybros Lock, so it is Cybros. Cybros.
Beginning security data restoration. Considerable
Drop some spider mice over here to intercept the attack waves. I'm just check this for a while. Playing with 34 APM, hashtag just Stukov things. Of course, it's not just because it's Stukov, because of the microtransactions. Even I'm just at 47 APM because the stupid microtransactions is forcing me to play gingerly. I'm using only Nova, I'm microing only Nova, and having the army actually follow me. See, they're just on follow command.
The Tal'Darim is brutal, but not
Allies feeding the bots.
Not discovered this data core yet, but we only
Getting
have
the Liberator
time
upgrades.
remaining.
Move those guys out of the way. Was able to save those at least.
Tower destroyed. Good work. I will have to ask for more of it.
Allies stealing me kills.
I regained
Oh well.
control of 50% of
Well, it
our
doesn't look like he is.
systems, but
My spider mines were already consumed. That's fine.
detecting another suppression tower.
Suppression tower. Ooh. Laser barrage. Purification. Suppression beam. Oh, interesting.
Systems work halted by tower strikes.
But why are these both called laser barrage?
He's found the data core. Be swift.
Allies feeding the boss. As you can see, we once again kept the bonus alive. There are buildings here, and the kill bots spawn from buildings. So if we keep this base alive, it
Now back to
will spawn the kill bots here, or some of them here. The goal is to let them spawn here so that they won't attack the transport when it's here. Because what happens quite often is, if you keep the buildings, all the buildings at the back alive, they will all come in through this part. And once the transport arrives here, they will all target fire. They will all target fire that transport. It's very difficult to keep it alive.
Has been corrupted. There were no
Which is why we kept the buildings. We'd rather have them spawn here than here where the transport is, if that makes sense. Allies still feeding the bots. Doing a wonderful job. Although these stupid aberrations are stealing the kills. There we go. There you go. That's doing a better job.
Seems like we could use a defense.
There we go. Clearing out this part.
nothing more to do. I shall move on to the next area in a moment.
Have the nuke ready, but can't quite find a good place to use it yet.
Eyes up.
Use the airlift. This seems like a good spot for a nuke. So I drop it here, like so. Oh, Marines gonna aggro them all. Not now. There we go. Now you can aggro the rest of them.
Bringing a defensive drone online.
Drop some spider mines to clear out those things. Oh, that's a kill bot. For the way!
Our allies are being attacked.
Ally, help! Feed that thingy. There we go. So I'm trying to find a building with this habitation drone, but not quite. So there's several buildings. I just moved the rest of my army in to finish that thing off. Stormers are actually quite annoying because they do deal a lot of damage. It's easy to lose units when I'm not careful. Use Nova, the hollow decoy, to draw some of that fire.
Time to play defense.
I dropped the defensive drone. Defensive drone.
We've got an enemy attack en route to our base.
Nah, this doesn't even matter. Got spider mines here already, so that is not a factor at all. Now while my ally is taking care of the kill bots here, I sneak around the back and I start taking care of this base. Use my liberators to deal tons of damage.
Defensive drone initiated.
Use a couple of defensive drones.
Restoring original security.
They clear out this part.
Try to be patient.
There we go. Now we only have one base remaining, the one at the back.
Allies are being
We'll have to deal with that later. Drop another pair of siege tanks.
Deployed to my position.
Use an
Enemy
airstrike.
suppression tower
Clear out some of that.
activated.
I think my ally has that. Yeah, he's sending his dudes there.
Everyone in the ship. Go, go, go.
No, I got it. Apparently I got it.
The apocalypse sees the match.
Your forces are being attacked.
Start taking that down. Some allies infested are helping. As they should. Still have spider mines over here in case the enemy do spawn there. Uh oh, this killbot is
Engaging the enemy.
trying to
Activating
my
defensive
my
drone.
ally's SCV
Picking up
in an
focus.
attempt to repair my dudes
Time.
is actually blocking them. It's funny.
System takeover
Oh, those lurkers,
is
though.
halfway complete.
And you just take them up with Nova.
I am doing my best.
There we go.
I recommend taking out that
And it's nice that this
suppression
suppression tower spawned right on top of me. I can take it down right away.
Our allies'
I didn't notice these liberators just sitting over here. Well, at least they're drawing the fire away, so that's something.
I will have to
You can
ask
see
for more.
it's my plan is starting to come to fruition. The kill bots are spawning from here. There are fewer stuff spawning here,
5% of the
which makes it
corruption
easier
remains.
for Orana
our allies
to keep doing her work
Enemy
without being
suppression
attacked.
tower activated.
Drop another airstrike there.
our allies
I
are being
move a Raven over here
our allies
to get vision primarily. Just waiting for another airstrike. I do have tons of minerals surprisingly, and I do use my liberators in the right spot. They're target firing that suppression tower. You can see another kill bot spawning over here. I'm using another airstrike over here to clean up those dudes to make it easier to airlift my dudes
Eyes
and
up.
drop them
All right.
over here.
Activating defensive
Drop
drone.
3 defensive drones since I'm attacking a heavily guarded area, and it's terrible timing because the kill bot spawned right on top of me. But I do have nuke, so I'll have to use it right away. Yeah, use it over here to clean up these buildings. There we go.
Final terminal. Try to stay focused.
I dropped a couple of Raven turrets here to see if they can feed the bots. Apparently they do. Nova's turrets do feed the bots.
Advancing toward the next
Or
terminal.
Nova's Raven's turrets do feed the bots. Drop some turrets there.
our allies are being attacked.
Destroy that storm host. There we go.
There are more.
Storms are really annoying. Oh, I didn't actually see what he was
Try to
pinging.
reach them before the enemy does.
Oh, yeah, I never saw what he was pinging. So. Oh, is it here? Nah, it's not that. Oh, I think he was referring to this one. He might need some detection over here.
Our allies are being
I wasn't looking at that spot. You can see that the bots are already hitting the transport and haven't finished clearing it yet. So I focus on clearing this last area. My ally is feeding them.
Has no shields to defend
My ally is
from
feeding the
these
bots,
storms.
but yeah, we need to go over here. Sort of provide a bit of a buffer from the bots, from the kill bots rather. Trying to tell my ally to move his bunkers a little closer
This is only temporary.
because
are being attacked.
the rest of the kill bots will spawn from well, they spawn from the circle things. They spawn from these circles where the suppression towers arrive.
Attacked.
We're returning fire.
My ally say that he already has this. Well,
Accessing
partly
security
because they
terminal
gave him
and
the
beginning
time,
data reset.
and now he is putting down bunkers here.
Our allies
You can see, yeah, the kill bots do spawn from these circles. It's quite silly.
System defenses have been activated
They actually
against me.
destroyed that one bot,
We can
or
only
that
move
one
in
that one
secrecy for a
bunker.
little longer.
Ally is not even maxed out. He has tons of minerals floating. So much for being a speedrunner. Sheesh. Come on, Yuri Prime. Anyway, I myself am not maxed out, but you can see that I'm not floating that many resources. So I don't have the means to max out in the first place. Ally is taking care of that. Big fungal. Doesn't really matter. More kill bots spawning from here. Yeah, the bots do spawn from the circles where the suppression towers spawn. So normally, if you're facing kill bots, all you need to do is full clear the map, and the bots will no longer spawn. But in this case, even if we full clear
Go, go, go.
the rest of the buildings, they will still spawn from the circles where the suppression towers arrive. That is why we still need to keep feeding the bots, and there's no way around it. We had to keep feeding the bots. See another one spawning over here. Every bot that spawns here is one fewer to handle at the front, and another means to keep the transport alive. You can see it's at half health already,
But it hasn't been easy.
and I'm still waiting for the cooldown. I can't actually move there over right away.
Transport systems
Just
are
the
near failure.
the transport is still on cooldown. I can't really do anything about it. It's a 2-minute cooldown. It's quite painful.
Got a new
Barracks.
My transport is
Notice that I noticed that my ally is not really taking down this the suppression tower fast enough, so I need to help out.
The enemy is breaking apart my
June
transport.
Bay. He is making more bunkers. He is slowly making his way to the max supply, but yeah, he doesn't notice that this one's under attack. He is feeding the ones here, and I do finish off that one. So we're waiting for the last set of suppression towers. There we go. Head right over here.
Just what we needed.
Drop some stuff. Deploy my liberators. And target fired Nova, which is fine. Nova's kind of easy to replace. I mean, easy to bring back. Easy to bring back to the fight. I mean,
I will have to ask for more of it.
drop my army here and finish off that attack wave. And now I will send my army over here to finish off this last wave and end the game. There we go. Finish it off. All I need to do now is wait for the transport to finish. GG. You can see how easy it is with Stukov. I barely broke a sweat that game. I mean I did, but barely.
No trace of the
Well,
main personality remains. It appears
Stukov is the best commander for this mutation. If you don't have Stukov, Raynor, or Zagara, you're gonna have a difficult time with this mutation. You're gonna find that every time you reach the third set of bots, the bots will keep target firing at the transport. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. If you have an idea for what else you do, please leave that in a comment. And as you can see in the score screen, I did double my allies' kills, but it's not a case of carrying here. He was using all his units, his 2,000 units to feed the bots, so it's not really a case of carrying. It's more of that he was feeding the bots and I was clearing the map. And those were our roles. Alright, see you.